Have you ever thought about how grind in silence can set the foundation for long-term success? True success is built through consistent effort and dedication, often without the need for external validation. By focusing on personal growth and progress without seeking constant recognition, you strengthen your discipline, resilience, and focus. This quiet pursuit allows you to refine your craft, overcome obstacles, and eventually showcase your achievements in ways that speak for themselves, making the journey as fulfilling as the destination. The quiet commitment to your goals is where true mastery is formed. Embracing the journey is about shifting one's focus from merely achieving the final goal to appreciating every step along the way. Success is not an isolated event, but rather a series of interconnected moments, lessons, and experiences that shape an individual's growth. When people grind in silence, they redirect their attention inward, finding fulfillment in personal development rather than seeking validation from others. This approach fosters a deep sense of purpose, resilience, and self-awareness, making the pursuit of goals not just about reaching a destination, but about evolving as a person throughout the process. Consider an aspiring writer who dreams of publishing a best-selling novel. If they only fixate on seeing their book on bookstore shelves, they may quickly become discouraged by the long and arduous journey of drafting, editing, and facing rejection. However, if they choose to embrace the journey, they will find joy in refining their craft, learning from constructive criticism, and celebrating small victories, such as completing a particularly well-written chapter or receiving positive feedback from a mentor. By focusing on the process rather than obsessing over the end result, they cultivate patience and perseverance, both of which are essential for long-term success. Grinding in silence requires patience, an invaluable trait that allows individuals to endure difficulties and maintain their commitment even when immediate results are not visible. Patience teaches the importance of trusting the process, understanding that great accomplishments are built gradually through consistent effort. For instance, an athlete training for a marathon does not wake up one day and run 26 miles effortlessly. Instead, they commit to daily practice, improving their endurance little by little, overcoming muscle fatigue, and pushing through mental barriers. If they were to demand instant results, they might give up before ever reaching their full potential. However, by accepting that growth takes time, they strengthen their discipline and develop a profound appreciation for the progress they make each day. This perspective not only reduces frustration, but also cultivates a sense of inner peace. The pressure to achieve overnight success can be overwhelming, leading many to abandon their goals prematurely. By embracing the journey, individuals detach themselves from the anxiety of immediate outcomes and instead focus on the steady accumulation of knowledge, experience, and skill. A young entrepreneur, for example, may face financial setbacks and failed business ventures before achieving success. If they measure their worth solely by profit margins and public recognition, they might see these setbacks as proof of failure. However, if they view each challenge as a learning opportunity, they build resilience, allowing them to refine their strategies and improve their decision-making. Grinding in silence does not mean working in isolation, but rather developing a mindset where external recognition is not the primary motivator. When individuals seek validation from others, they risk becoming overly dependent on praise, which can fluctuate and be unreliable. If a musician measures their talent solely based on social media likes or audience applause, they may lose confidence if external approval is absent. On the other hand, a musician who plays for the love of the craft, who finds joy in perfecting a melody in the solitude of their practice space, will continue progressing regardless of outside opinions. This self-driven motivation is far more sustainable and leads to greater mastery over time. Embracing the journey also involves recognizing that setbacks are not failures, but stepping stones toward improvement. Every obstacle encountered presents a chance to learn, adapt, and refine one's approach. A scientist conducting research may experience numerous failed experiments before reaching a breakthrough. If they interpret every failure as a sign of incompetence, they may never persist long enough to make significant discoveries. However, if they treat each failure as valuable feedback, they gain insights that bring them closer to success. By grinding in silence and embracing the journey, individuals build an unshakable foundation of patience, self-motivation, and resilience. They understand that progress is often invisible at first, much like a tree growing its roots before breaking through the soil. Each day spent refining skills, learning from mistakes, and pushing forward, even when no one is watching, contributes to a future success story that is built on unwavering dedication rather than fleeting moments of external recognition. In this way, the journey itself becomes as rewarding as the achievement, making the entire process a fulfilling and transformative experience. Cultivating a growth mindset is essential for anyone committed to long-term success, especially when grinding in silence. It involves the belief that intelligence, abilities, and talents can be developed through dedication, effort, and continuous learning. This perspective shifts the focus from fixed limitations to endless possibilities for self-improvement. When individuals embrace this mindset, they begin to see every challenge as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. They understand that setbacks are not signs of failure, but stepping stones toward mastery. Grinding in silence allows them to develop this mindset without external distractions, enabling them to focus entirely on refining their skills and expanding their knowledge. Consider a student struggling with a difficult subject. Someone with a fixed mindset might believe they simply are not good at math or science, leading them to avoid challenges altogether. However, a student with a growth mindset sees difficulty as a signal to put in more effort and seek new learning strategies. They may study harder, ask for help, or find alternative ways to understand the material. Over time, these small efforts compound, and the once difficult subject becomes more manageable. By grinding in silence, they eliminate the fear of judgment from others and focus on their own progress, reinforcing their confidence and ability to overcome academic obstacles. This mindset is equally important in professional settings. A young entrepreneur launching a business may encounter financial struggles, unsuccessful product launches, or unexpected market shifts. If they approach these difficulties with a fixed mindset, they may see each setback as confirmation that they are not cut out for entrepreneurship. However, those with a growth mindset view every challenge as an opportunity to adapt and improve. They analyze failures, identify weaknesses, and refine their strategies. Grinding in silence allows them to experiment, learn from mistakes, and make strategic adjustments without external pressures or distractions. Over time, these small but consistent improvements lead to breakthroughs that set them apart from competitors. One of the most powerful aspects of a growth mindset is the ability to turn failure into feedback. Many successful individuals have faced numerous failures before achieving greatness. An athlete who loses an important competition does not quit, but instead analyzes their performance, adjusts their training regimen, and strengthens their weaknesses. A musician who struggles to master a complex piece does not assume they lack talent. Instead, they break the composition into smaller sections, practice consistently, and refine their technique until they achieve mastery. In both cases, grinding in silence plays a crucial role in the process. Without the need for constant validation, individuals can work on self-improvement without the fear of external criticism or judgment. Continuous learning is at the heart of a growth mindset. Those who embrace this perspective actively seek knowledge, remain open to new ideas, and push themselves beyond their comfort zones. They understand that stagnation is the enemy of progress, and the key to long-term success lies in constant self-improvement. A software developer, for example, must stay updated with the latest programming languages and technologies. If they resist change and refuse to learn new skills, they risk becoming obsolete in a fast-evolving industry. However, by cultivating a mindset of growth, they stay curious, explore emerging trends, and refine their abilities, ensuring their long-term relevance and success. Celebrating small wins is another critical component of a growth mindset. Many people focus so intensely on long-term goals that they overlook the progress they have already made. Recognizing small victories provides motivation, reinforces confidence, and creates a sense of accomplishment. A writer completing the first draft of a novel should take a moment to acknowledge the effort it took to reach that milestone. A fitness enthusiast reaching a new personal best in weightlifting should appreciate the progress rather than solely focusing on future goals. These moments of recognition fuel perseverance, making the journey toward mastery more sustainable and enjoyable. Grinding in silence enhances this process by allowing individuals to celebrate these milestones privately and personally. When progress is internalized rather than showcased for external approval, it becomes a more meaningful and intrinsic source of motivation. This quiet acknowledgement strengthens commitment, reinforcing the idea that success is not about impressing others, but about self-improvement and personal fulfillment. The transition from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset requires conscious effort and self-awareness. It involves challenging limiting beliefs, embracing discomfort and viewing struggles as part of the journey rather than reasons to quit. Many people fear failure because they associate it with incompetence. However, those who cultivate a growth mindset understand that failure is an essential ingredient for success. A scientist conducting research may fail hundreds of times before making a breakthrough, but each experiment provides valuable data that brings them closer to a discovery. A filmmaker who receives negative reviews on their early work does not abandon their craft. Instead, they learn from feedback, refine their skills, and produce better films in the future. By embracing a growth mindset, individuals develop resilience, adaptability, and a deep appreciation for the learning process. They understand that expertise is not granted overnight, but built over time through persistent effort and reflection. Grinding in silence allows them to refine their skills without external noise, ensuring that their growth is steady and authentic. As they progress, they become more confident in their ability to handle challenges, adapt to new situations, and continue evolving. This mindset becomes a powerful force, enabling them to overcome obstacles and turn aspirations into reality. The power of consistency is one of the most critical factors in achieving long-term success. It is the ability to show up every day, maintain discipline, and commit to continuous improvement, regardless of external circumstances. Unlike motivation, which fluctuates depending on emotions and circumstances, consistency is a steady force that keeps individuals moving forward. When people grind in silence, they remove distractions and focus solely on their growth, making their actions more intentional and effective. Over time, small, repeated efforts compound into significant achievements, transforming what once seemed impossible into an inevitable reality. A powerful example of consistency in action is seen in professional athletes. A sprinter aiming for an Olympic medal does not rely on sporadic bursts of inspiration, but instead adheres to a strict training schedule, repeating drills, refining techniques, and building endurance daily. Even when progress appears slow or invisible, each session contributes to muscle memory, physical conditioning, and mental resilience. The difference between an amateur and an elite athlete is not necessarily raw talent, but the ability to commit to a process and stay consistent despite setbacks or moments of doubt. Grinding in silence allows these athletes to focus on perfecting their craft without external distractions, ensuring that their progress is authentic and sustainable. In the world of business and entrepreneurship, consistency is equally vital. Many successful companies were not built overnight, but through years of steady effort, strategic adjustments, and unwavering dedication. A startup founder who consistently improves their product, engages with customers, and refines business strategies is more likely to build a lasting enterprise than someone who pursues short-term gains. A tech innovator like Elon Musk did not achieve success with Tesla or SpaceX through singular moments of brilliance, but through relentless persistence in overcoming financial struggles, production delays, and market skepticism. Every minor adjustment, failure, and revision played a role in eventual breakthroughs. Grinding in silence provides entrepreneurs with the freedom to experiment, learn from failures without public scrutiny, and remain focused on their long-term vision. Consistency is also the foundation of personal development. Anyone who has tried to build a new habit, whether it be exercising, reading, or meditating, understands that initial excitement fades quickly. The people who succeed are not those who wait for motivation to strike, but those who show up every day, even when they do not feel like it. Consider someone who wants to learn a new language. If they dedicate just 30 minutes daily to practicing vocabulary, listening to native speakers, and engaging in conversation, their fluency will improve dramatically over a year. On the other hand, someone who studies sporadically, only when they feel motivated, will struggle to retain information and make little progress. Grinding in silence allows individuals to focus on their routines without external pressures or comparisons, ensuring that their progress is self-driven and deeply ingrained. One of the reasons consistency is so powerful is its ability to build habits that become second nature. When an action is repeated enough times, it becomes automatic, requiring less conscious effort. This principle is evident in musicians who practice their instruments daily. A pianist does not need to think about where to place their fingers once they have played a piece hundreds of times. The muscle memory developed through consistent practice allows for fluid, effortless execution. Grinding in silence provides the necessary space to build and refine these habits, ensuring that skills are developed deeply and permanently rather than superficially. Beyond skill development, consistency cultivates self-discipline, which is essential for overcoming obstacles and staying committed to long-term goals. There will always be days when external challenges, fatigue, or distractions make progress difficult. However, those who have ingrained consistency into their routines do not rely on fleeting motivation to take action. A writer working on a novel, for instance, may experience creative blocks or discouragement. However, if they commit to writing a certain number of words daily, regardless of how they feel, they will eventually complete their manuscript. Grinding in silence strengthens this discipline by removing the need for external validation, allowing individuals to stay committed to their craft purely out of dedication to their own progress. Consistency also plays a crucial role in building trust and reliability, both personally and professionally. People who consistently meet deadlines, keep their promises, and deliver quality work earn the trust of colleagues, clients, and peers. This reliability opens doors to new opportunities and strengthens relationships. A business leader who consistently upholds their values and communicates transparently builds a reputation of integrity that attracts long-term success. Grinding in silence reinforces this reliability by ensuring that individuals focus on delivering results rather than seeking immediate recognition, allowing their work to speak for itself over time. The process of staying consistent requires patience. Unlike instant gratification, which provides immediate but short-lived rewards, consistency operates on delayed gratification where results may not be visible for weeks, months, or even years. A farmer does not see the fruits of their labor immediately after planting seeds, but must nurture and water them consistently before witnessing growth. The same principle applies to anyone pursuing excellence in any field. Those who trust the process and continue to show up despite not seeing immediate results are the ones who eventually reap the greatest rewards. Grinding in silence fosters this patience, helping individuals stay focused on long-term growth rather than short-term validation. In addition to patience, consistency fosters resilience. Setbacks and failures are inevitable, but those who maintain steady effort in the face of adversity develop an unshakable ability to overcome challenges. A scientist working on groundbreaking research may encounter numerous failed experiments before making a breakthrough. However, each failure provides valuable data, refining their approach until they eventually achieve success. Grinding in silence allows for these moments of trial and error without external pressure, making it easier to persist through difficulties without fear of judgment. The power of consistency extends to mental and emotional well-being. Engaging in regular self-care practices such as exercise, mindfulness, or journaling leads to improved mental clarity and emotional stability. Someone who meditates daily, for instance, will develop a stronger ability to manage stress and remain present in their daily life. Similarly, those who maintain a gratitude practice consistently cultivate a more positive outlook. Grinding in silence ensures that these habits are developed for personal fulfillment rather than for external validation, making them more deeply ingrained and effective. Ultimately, consistency is the force that transforms aspirations into reality. Whether in career, personal growth, or creative pursuits, those who commit to daily effort, refine their skills over time, and remain focused despite obstacles are the ones who achieve true mastery. Grinding in silence amplifies the power of consistency by allowing individuals to concentrate on their journey without distractions, ensuring that their progress is genuine and lasting. By embracing consistency as a guiding principle, individuals build a foundation of success that is not reliant on external validation, but on their own unwavering commitment to growth. Self-motivation and resilience are the driving forces behind long-term success. Unlike external validation, which is fleeting and unreliable, internal motivation provides a steady source of energy that keeps individuals committed to their goals. Grinding in silence strengthens this self-motivation by allowing individuals to focus entirely on their progress without being swayed by opinions, expectations, or temporary setbacks. When individuals are guided by an intrinsic desire to improve rather than the approval of others, they develop a deeper connection to their purpose, making their journey more meaningful and sustainable. Having a clear vision is essential for self-motivation. When individuals know exactly what they want to achieve and why it matters, they are more likely to stay committed even when faced with challenges. An artist who dreams of creating a masterpiece does not wait for inspiration to strike, but consistently works on their craft, knowing that every brushstroke brings them closer to their goal. Similarly, an aspiring entrepreneur with a vision for an innovative business does not abandon their efforts when faced with difficulties, but continuously refines their strategies, knowing that persistence is key to success. Grinding in silence allows individuals to nurture their vision privately, free from the distractions of external opinions, ensuring that their motivation remains pure and self-sustained. Setting clear and achievable goals further fuels self-motivation. When large ambitions are broken down into smaller, manageable tasks, they become less overwhelming and more attainable. A student aiming for academic excellence does not merely hope for success, but sets specific study goals, tracks progress, and remains disciplined in their approach. A runner training for a marathon does not focus solely on the final race, but commits to daily practice, gradually building endurance. By grinding in silence, these individuals avoid unnecessary comparisons and pressures, allowing them to focus on their own benchmarks rather than being influenced by external expectations. This approach fosters a sense of ownership over one's progress, reinforcing the internal drive to keep moving forward. Maintaining a positive mindset is another crucial aspect of self-motivation. The way individuals perceive challenges determines their ability to overcome them. A writer who views rejection as a failure may give up on their manuscript, while another who sees it as feedback for improvement will revise and refine their work until it reaches its full potential. A business owner facing financial difficulties may feel discouraged if they focus solely on short-term struggles, but if they adopt a growth mindset, they will see these challenges as opportunities to learn, adapt, and ultimately build a stronger foundation. Grinding in silence allows individuals to cultivate this positive outlook without external noise, reinforcing their ability to stay motivated regardless of setbacks. Resilience plays a critical role in sustaining motivation over the long run. Every journey is filled with obstacles, but those who possess resilience can navigate setbacks without losing sight of their goals. A scientist working on a groundbreaking discovery may spend years conducting experiments that yield little success, yet their resilience keeps them pushing forward until they finally achieve a breakthrough. A musician struggling to gain recognition may face repeated rejections, yet their resilience ensures they continue perfecting their craft until they reach their audience. Grinding in silence fosters this mental toughness by removing the pressure of immediate validation, allowing individuals to persevere based on internal strength rather than external reassurance. One of the most significant benefits of resilience is the ability to bounce back from failure. Many people give up too soon because they interpret failure as a sign of inadequacy rather than a stepping stone toward growth. However, those who understand that setbacks are temporary and often necessary for progress develop a stronger ability to recover and continue moving forward. A boxer who loses a fight does not retire but trains harder, learning from their mistakes and refining their technique. A software developer whose project fails does not abandon coding but analyzes errors, improves skills, and launches a better version. Grinding in silence provides the space needed for reflection, allowing individuals to analyze failures constructively and use them as fuel for future success. Developing self-motivation and resilience requires discipline, as progress is often slow and difficult. There are moments when enthusiasm fades and doubts creep in, but those who stay disciplined push forward regardless of how they feel. A bodybuilder striving for peak physical fitness does not train only when they are motivated, but adheres to a consistent routine, understanding that real transformation happens through steady effort. A student preparing for a major exam does not rely on last-minute cramming, but follows a structured study plan, ensuring deep and lasting knowledge retention. Grinding in silence reinforces this discipline by eliminating the need for external reinforcement, allowing individuals to rely solely on their commitment to the process. The ability to remain self-motivated and resilient also extends to emotional well-being. Many individuals experience stress and anxiety due to external pressures, but those who grind in silence learn to manage their emotions independently. By focusing on self-improvement rather than seeking approval, they build confidence in their abilities and develop emotional stability. A dancer practicing alone in a studio does not need an audience to validate their progress, but finds fulfillment in their own refinement. A scientist conducting late-night research does not need applause to confirm their efforts, but gains satisfaction from their intellectual pursuit. This internal fulfillment is one of the most powerful sources of motivation, as it is not dependent on fleeting external factors. Ultimately, self-motivation and resilience create a foundation for lifelong growth. Those who rely on internal strength rather than external validation are more likely to stay committed, adapt to challenges, and achieve their goals. Grinding in silence strengthens this foundation, allowing individuals to focus entirely on their journey, free from the distractions of external opinions. By cultivating self-motivation and resilience, they ensure that their progress is not dictated by temporary setbacks, but by an unwavering commitment to their vision. Over time, this silent perseverance becomes the key to success, proving that true achievement is not about being seen, but about becoming the best version of oneself through continuous effort and unwavering resilience. Personal integrity and discipline are fundamental pillars of success, shaping an individual's character and guiding their actions. Integrity is the unwavering commitment to align one's behavior with core values, ensuring that decisions and actions reflect honesty, accountability, and moral responsibility. When individuals grind in silence, they cultivate integrity by focusing on internal principles rather than external validation. This quiet commitment strengthens their moral compass, allowing them to make ethical choices even when no one is watching. In a world where external recognition often dictates behavior, maintaining integrity and silence becomes a powerful testament to one's authenticity and self-respect. Living with integrity means remaining consistent in words and actions, regardless of circumstances. A person who upholds integrity does not adjust their values to fit social expectations or personal convenience, but remains steadfast in their principles. A leader who refuses to compromise ethical standards, even when pressured by financial gain, demonstrates true integrity. A student who resists the temptation to cheat on an exam despite the fear of failure showcases a commitment to honesty that defines their character. Grinding in silence reinforces this discipline as individuals learn to prioritize internal ethics over external rewards, making choices based on their values rather than seeking approval or avoiding consequences. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in maintaining integrity as it allows individuals to resist distractions, stay committed to their goals, and uphold their principles in the face of temptation. Discipline is not about restricting freedom, but about channeling energy toward meaningful pursuits. A writer who commits to finishing a novel despite creative blocks, a musician who practices daily despite not seeing immediate progress, or an athlete who trains relentlessly despite exhaustion, all exemplify the power of discipline in achieving long-term success. Grinding in silence enhances this discipline by eliminating external influences, ensuring that individuals remain focused purely on their own growth and aspirations, rather than on public recognition. Accountability is another crucial element of integrity, requiring individuals to take full responsibility for their actions and decisions. Those who grind in silence hold themselves accountable, acknowledging mistakes and striving for continuous improvement. A business owner who admits a poor decision and works to correct it builds trust with employees and customers, demonstrating integrity through transparency. A scientist who follows rigorous research ethics, ensuring that their findings are accurate and unbiased, upholds the credibility of their work. Grinding in silence reinforces this accountability by instilling a mindset of self-reliance where individuals do not need external oversight to act responsibly, but instead hold themselves to the highest standards of conduct. Building trust and reliability is an outcome of consistent integrity and discipline. People who act with integrity earn the respect of colleagues, friends, and mentors because they prove themselves to be dependable. An employee who consistently meets deadlines and delivers quality work becomes an invaluable asset to their team. A mentor who provides honest feedback, even when it is difficult to hear, gains the trust of those they guide. Grinding in silence allows individuals to cultivate this reliability without seeking recognition, ensuring that their actions are genuine and not performed for praise. Over time, this trust becomes a foundation for meaningful relationships and professional success. Embracing integrity also means making difficult choices that align with moral values rather than personal gain. There are moments in life where the easy path may be unethical, yet those with strong integrity choose the right path despite its challenges. A journalist who refuses to alter facts for a more sensational story, a lawyer who defends justice rather than personal profit, or a doctor who prioritizes patient care over financial incentives, all demonstrate integrity in their professions. Grinding in silence helps individuals develop the inner strength to make these choices independently, ensuring that they remain true to their values even when external pressures push them toward compromise. Discipline, when combined with integrity, leads to self-mastery. Those who practice self-discipline are not controlled by impulses or temporary desires, but by a long-term vision. A person committed to fitness wakes up early to exercise, not because they always feel like it, but because they understand the long-term benefits of health. A student preparing for an important exam studies consistently, not because studying is always enjoyable, but because they recognize the value of education. Grinding in silence reinforces this mindset by teaching individuals to focus on their own path rather than being distracted by others' opinions or achievements. Ultimately, personal integrity and discipline form the foundation of a strong character. They are not qualities that are developed overnight, but are cultivated through consistent effort, reflection, and self-awareness. Grinding in silence allows individuals to strengthen these qualities without external validation, ensuring that their growth is authentic and lasting. By embracing integrity, individuals build a life rooted in trust, accountability, and purpose. Over time, this quiet commitment to ethical principles and disciplined effort leads to success that is not just measured by external accomplishments, but by the depth of character and the positive impact one has on the world. One of the most powerful advantages of grinding in silence is the element of surprise. When individuals commit to their goals without broadcasting every step of their progress, they create an opportunity for a striking and memorable revelation. This quiet dedication allows them to focus on refining their skills, overcoming obstacles, and building something extraordinary without external pressure. When the time is right, their achievements speak for themselves, leaving a lasting impact on those who witness the results. Strategic timing plays a crucial role in maximizing this impact. A musician who spends years perfecting their craft without seeking constant validation may one day release an album that stuns the industry. A scientist who quietly conducts research without unnecessary exposure may unveil a groundbreaking discovery that changes the field. By remaining focused on the process rather than public recognition, these individuals amplify the power of their eventual success. Grinding in silence not only allows for deeper concentration, but also builds anticipation, making the moment of achievement even more remarkable. This element of surprise is also seen in personal transformation. Someone who embarks on a quiet journey of self-improvement, whether through fitness, education, or skill development, may go unnoticed for months or even years. Then, one day, their progress becomes undeniable. The person who once struggled with public speaking now commands a room with confidence. The aspiring entrepreneur who worked tirelessly behind the scenes suddenly launches a thriving business. These moments of revelation create a profound impact as they defy expectations and demonstrate the immense power of persistence and patience. Surprise and impact are not merely about impressing others, but about reinforcing the value of dedication. When individuals work in silence, they free themselves from the pressure of seeking approval at every stage. This independence allows them to make bold decisions, take creative risks, and push their limits without fear of failure being scrutinized. When their achievements finally come to light, they stand as undeniable proof of what can be accomplished through quiet, consistent effort. Grinding in silence ensures that success is built on a solid foundation rather than on fleeting attention. The world often celebrates overnight success, but true impact is made by those who patiently develop their craft over time. When that effort is finally revealed, the impact is not just surprising, it is inspiring. It serves as a testament to the power of perseverance, proving that the most extraordinary results often come from those who have worked diligently in the shadows, preparing for the moment when their success will shine the brightest. Success is not defined by a single moment of triumph, but by the persistence, patience, and self-motivation that fuel the journey toward it. Grind in silence reinforces the idea that true fulfillment comes from internal growth rather than external validation. By embracing the process, maintaining consistency, and staying true to personal values, individuals build a foundation for long-term achievement. The path to success is often filled with challenges, but those who remain steadfast, disciplined, and resilient will find that their efforts compound over time, leading to lasting progress. When individuals grind in silence, they develop an unwavering commitment to their craft, free from the distractions of outside opinions. They learn to trust the process, finding strength in their own dedication rather than in fleeting recognition. This approach not only fosters personal mastery, but also amplifies the impact of success. The element of surprise, unveiling one's achievements after relentless hard work, adds depth and meaning to accomplishments, making them all the more powerful. The most remarkable transformations often come from those who have patiently cultivated their skills and character without seeking immediate applause. Ultimately, grinding in silence is a philosophy of self-reliance and purposeful action. It encourages individuals to focus on long-term fulfillment rather than temporary validation, teaching them that the quietest efforts often lead to the most profound results. By committing to persistence, patience, and consistency, one not only reaches success, but also discovers the strength, discipline, and resilience that define true greatness. The journey itself becomes just as valuable as the destination, proving that real success is not about being seen, it's about becoming the best version of oneself.